Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This time I'm going to be Let's Playing Star Trek Online. That's the name. Yes, right, so I know a bunch of people have done this. I've seen quite a few of their Let's Plays. They're quite good, to be fair. But I thought I'd give it a try. It's something new to the channel. I know how much people like the strategy LPs I do, or especially of Sins of the Solar Empire. So I thought I'll just do this in the background like I do with Knights of the Old Republic and Pokemon, and I'll get back to doing a Sins of the Solar Empire LP soon. I have a special one planned coming up, but until then, until things can get sorted out, why not give you some new content rather than old stuff I've had in the background for a while. So yeah, Star Trek Online. There are 3 classes. There's the engineer. These guys build turrets and drones on ground combat. They're generally your like healers and support units. They have the cruisers in space, which do exactly the same thing. Great for healing and being a tank. That's them. I already have an engineer. You can see here the Constitution, Sovereign and Galaxy class. And you'll find out as I go on, I know a lot about Star Trek, and I know a lot about every game I LP. Thought I'd just throw that out there. Anyway, moving on. Science officers. They're like your special ability people. They like to debuff enemies and heal others occasionally. The engineerings are mainly healing, but science officers are more like offensive orientated abilities, and you can see here the Lunar class, Intrepid class and Nova class. And here we have the tactical units. These guys are exactly as their name describes them. They fire guns, and lots of them. They mainly use cannons in space, which have amazing DPS, and on ground they're also very good. They have the red shirt colour, and they actually have very low hit points, which balances them out nicely. I know a lot of people do tactical officers on YouTube, but unfortunately I already have an engineer and science officer, so I too am going to have to do a tactical. I should have thought this through better, but let's hope I can bring something new to the YouTubes. Well, I don't know. Probably not going to get too many views on this, but if I do, hello everyone, and I'm sorry for doing what everyone else has been doing. And these guys have the Akira class, Prometheus class, and Defiant class. So, a lot of options here for character generation. It's very well thought out. You have your standard human. Yeah, standard human. Default look, many people go with this, I've found. There's quite a few similar faces out in the MMO world, but then there are also very strange designs. But anywho, I'll just quickly go through all the races. You can read the blurb here if you want, pause the video. You have your Andorans and your Bajorans with the characteristic earpiece and ridges. You have your Benzite, a lesser known species, needs a respirator. Well, not in the MMO, but in Star Trek canon apparently they need a respirator, which doesn't seem like it's going to do much, but Then you have your Betazoid, your standard telepathic guy with a ponytail. Then you have your Bolian, one of my favourite races, your nice blue alien. You have your Ferengi, your big-eared, big-headed, how can I best describe them? Thieves, con artists, yeah, any of those work, only interested in money. Then you have your Pack-Led. I must admit these races are a bit of a mystery to me. I haven't really seen them that much. So yeah, there's your Pack-Led. You have your Rigellan. Again, I don't know too much about this race. apart from I've heard their name on a few Star Trek episodes. Saurian, your standard, quite alien looking. Yeah, I like these guys too. Your Tellarite, your small dwarf, big bearded guys. Yeah, I'm not too sure about these guys. Your Vulcan, I'll get back to the Trill in a minute. The logical ones, well, you all know. If you need an introduction to Vulcans, just stop watching right now. Do yourself a favour. And you have your Trill. You might be thinking, why did I go to Vulcan first instead of Trill? Actually, there's no particular reason, I just misclicked. So, there are a ton of options. I'm still not entirely sure about who I'm going to go with for this tactical officer. I already have a Bolian and a human. I might think about this off camera, and I'll bring you back in when I have my character. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back, and I've decided to go with a Benzite. I haven't really played as one of these, I don't really know much of a story, but I've decided to go with a Benzite named Tukub, and he's on the ship USS Ganymede. Ganymede after the Greek hero, I believe. I don't know much of his story, but he was a Greek origin, and it's also one of the moons of Saturn or Jupiter, I believe. I'm sure someone will correct me. Well, actually, no, I'm not sure, but if you do know, feel free to write it in the comment section. Yeah, Benzite, it has a whole host of options. I'll just show you them quickly. All of these different options to configure your character in every way imaginable. I sort of went with the defaults, for the most part at least, and just edited them slightly. My uniform is the traditional next generation movie uniform. There are many of the new ones that they've come up with, but I don't know about them. I think I just prefer the older ones, the old school outfits. So yes, let's get into the game and start the tutorial, I think. Usually I don't do a tutorial, but this is a difficult decision. Let me just think about this off camera for a second. Okay, I'm back, and I flipped a coin, and it looks like I am going to do the tutorial. I'll move my cursor. I do hope you can hear the audio correctly.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers.
If you can, I probably shouldn't be talking over this. I think Spock is talking.
Waged a campaign of peace. Good law. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the globe. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, equated diplomacy to the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable.
You don't get to see the inside of a ship when you're fighting. I wish you did.
Romulans want revenge for their lost world,
That's in-game footage.
rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg reappeared and attacked the Vega colony. The Alpha Quadrant
you may have experienced a bit of a jump. I had to switch to a new file. And Star Trek Online. That's the opening cutscene done, I think. I hope you heard that alright. The sound was a bit hard to figure out. Right, let's go. I certainly didn't hear it. Let's give this girl a report. Oh, sorry, Chief Security Officer. The Borg are attacking and Captain Taggart needs all hands to battle stations. I need you to get to the bridge to help me coordinate our efforts with the Captain. Unlike most games, I am going to probably read out most of the text because there is quite a lot of it in this game. Very little voice acting. I know this. Attention, this is the Captain speaking. All hands to battle stations. Repeat, all hands to battle stations. A large fleet of Borg ships are attacking the Vega colony. Federation ships are rallying to the defense, and we're moving to assist. Ensign Tukub, report to the bridge. Taggart out. I'm gonna have to edit some settings here. Especially chat settings. I hope you're enjoying the chat in the bottom right, bottom left. Yes, I do number left from right. Let me just tweak a few things. Disable bulletins auto pop up. Let's see, can I get rid of that? What's it called? Tutorial thingy, probably not. So many options. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Are there subtitles? That's one thing I need to actually add. Probably. Gosh darn it. I really should do this sort of thing off camera. But I've been off camera too much. Well... no, I have been off camera too much. Feel free to eavesdrop on my chat in the bottom left. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. I think there are subtitles, just not for that opening movie. Let's start the tutorial. Ensign Tukop, you're just in time. The Borg are attacking the Vega colony. Our orders are to join the fleet that was fighting the Borg, but we may be too late. The USS Kittimer is supposed to be coordinating the defense. Hail them. We need to know what's going on. Yup, I know how to play the game. Ensign Tukop did it, sir. We're getting a response from the Kittimer. Captain, the signal is not coming from the Kittimer's bridge. I forgot to read that, sorry. This is the emergency medical hub.
I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in
He
range.
might be reading it.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records.
I might have to adjust the speaking audio levels.
I've lost contact with the bridge, and main engineering is under assault. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions. I don't know how much longer we can hold the ship. You must send help immediately.
We cannot allow the Borg to take over the Kittimer. We will move to defend her until more help arrives. Ensign Tukub, I have a job for you. Think you're ready for a mission? I need you to beam over to the Kittimer and assess the situation. Find the officer in charge and help the crew if you can. Good luck, Ensign. I'm counting on you. Right. Actually, just one more. Look into the main menu. Audio. Voice volume. Turn that up to maximum. Video volume, turn that up a little bit. Oh. One moment. Right. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the voices, and if you could all along, I'm sorry. turbolift doors need fixing. Very small room. Ensign Tukov, we're sending you to the USS Kittimer to investigate the situation aboard. The only one talking about the Kittimer is their emergency medical hologram, so we're beaming you directly to the auxiliary medical bay. We're picking up weapons fire nearby, so be careful. Someone's still fighting over there. Good luck, Ensign. Keep your head down and stay safe. Don't worry about us. We'll keep the Borg ships off your back while we save the day. Step onto the yeah, okay. I won't read the green bits. And we transport away. Now, although I am very good at the game, at least I think I am, I'm not the best, far from it. I barely know anything about the skill system, and also I don't know the layout of every single mission. There are so many, and I actually rarely do them. I prefer PvE, but we'll get to that later. So, but anyway, I won't be very quick at doing missions.
Help at last. I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
You're also Vulcan.
I need your
Also-
help, Ensign. Much of the Kittimer's crew was injured in the initial Borg assault. None of the crewmen assisting me have medical training. Maybe you will be more useful. I assume you passed basic medical training at the Academy? Use your tricorder to scan one of the patients. Your data will be uploaded to me automatically. There are advantages to being a hologram. When you're done, report back
Sorry
to
to
me.
cut him off. I don't know what's going on in the chat there, but I guess a lot of it needs context. I certainly know I've been involved in a lot of crazy conversations.
Not bad, Ensign. You show some talent for medicine. If you work hard and apply yourself, someday you might be almost as skilled as I am.
No thanks.
Lieutenant Fellis is working on restoring the computers and auxiliary control. He needs assistance. Report to him for new instructions. I will stay connected to you via comm badge until the situation is under control. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you. There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Ugh, I didn't think there was anything worse than a Vulcan. Now computerized Vulcan. Right. Right, what do we do? Find Lieutenant Fellis in the auxiliary control room. Right. Talk to Lieutenant Fellis. Ensign, I can't fix these computers and deal with a Borg too. You'll have to help me. We can get them off the ship for good. I don't know why these Borg are acting this way. Some are vicious and others just stand there. If I had to guess, I'd say their programming has a glitch. It's almost like they're not complete. Let's use the transporters. Target those Borg for beam out and using one of the consoles. Once you've sorted the Borg patterns, you can rematerialize the Borg onto the hull breach and send them into space. Okay. Using this console here, we beam them up. Good work, Ensign. Now you can rematerialize them through the hull breach. And we use this little console here, and we beam them down. Okay, good job on taking care of those Borg. Commander Davis is main engineering and needs some assistance. I can't leave these computers until the diagnostic is finished. I'll patch them through to your comm badge. Borg really did a number on us, Ensign. Weapons and shields are down and life support is on emergency power. I can't raise anyone on the bridge, so it's up to us to get the ship operational again. Think you can handle it? I'm getting some odd Borg activity readings from the deck below you. I need someone to check it out. There should be a turbolift near you in working order. I want you to use it and investigate. Very well, Commander, we shall. But before that, switch to another recording file. Great, you made it. As far as I can tell, the Borg are up to something in that section that is blocking the communications and internal sensors. Keep an eye out for any devices that the Borg may be installing in the area that could be causing the effects we're seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna draw weapons. I have a standard phaser pistol here, and like a few people, although not the professionals, certainly not, I like to be in first-person shooter mode. This can cause a lot of problems, but such as not being able to close down the frigging help. But now we have to destroy these drones, and thank God they're not the ones that adapt to your weapons. Oops, probably should have not blown that thing up in my face. Yeah, these Borg are child's play compared to the ones you get later. Nope, I keep my weapon out at all times. I'm a tactical officer. Double lift to deck 3. Engineering is just ahead. Follow the hall and you can't miss it. Miss us. Please hurry, the Borg are starting to overrun our position. Wait, what? I don't know why the stun beam setting is like the secondary power, which is usually the kill everything option, but okay. Stunned. Phaser. Phaser. Personal shields help protect me. Really? I had no idea. I need to get rid of that system message in yellow on the chat. Do I really need to be told that I've changed from shooter commands to RPG controls? And here we have a couple NPCs helping us. That will happen occasionally in the game. Although usually it's just to protect strongholds and a few other places. Oh, Borg are following me. The Borg are making a final push. Head down the ramp and take position behind the barricades and help us defend engineering. I'll stabilise the warp core, just help fight the Borg. Gotcha. And now we learn how to crouch and target. Crouch and target. Crouch gives you a bit of an increase in defense, I believe. So you're harder to hit, and zoom in does more damage. Stun him before he assimilates me. I probably won't be using this too much, apart from the fact that I hate ground missions. I don't like the restricted view it gives you. Thanks for all your help, Ensign. The Borg are finally pushing us here, but now that our internal sensors are back online, we can locate and isolate them. We would have lost the ship to the Borg without you. Unfortunately, the Borg have hit your ship too. We need to get you back there. I'm about to be assimilated. The door to the transporter room is behind me. The game is about to crash. You may need some assistance on your ship, so I'd like to send one of our officers with you. There are several specialists in the transporter room who can explain more about bridge officers to you. Oh joy. Thank you for your help again, Ensign. Chief Sherman will be happy to transport you to your ship when you are ready. Also, I may accidentally insert various lines of dialogue to how I think the line's gonna go. That happens occasionally. Also, where do I need to go? That way. Up the stairs I just came out? No. Okay. Move! Okay, so if it isn't apparent enough, I still don't know my way around most of the early levels. Scanning a Borg drone there. Right, okay. Vega colony... Excuse that, please. Vega Colony needs help, and it sounds like they're having a worse time of a ball than we are. You've been a big help to us, so Commander Davis has asked me to find a junior officer to join you when you beam down to the planet's surface. I'd like you to talk to the officers here and learn a little more about the career paths. When you are ready to go, a junior tactical officer will return to the USS Ganymede with you. Junior tactical officer, but I don't want a tactical officer. Maybe it's just I don't know what it is. Right, so now we get our chance to choose between our bridge officers. We can have a science bridge officer, tactical bridge officer, and engineering bridge officer. So, generally, being a tactical officer myself, I'm going to want to go for the tactical orientated ships. So I should really go for like a tactical officer, because tactical ships have more tactical officer slots, which makes sense if you think about it. But I'm actually going to go for the engineering officer, because early on I like to have the ability to transfer power to shields, because generally if the shields go down you're screwed. So I'd like to have a bit of defense, especially seeing as tactical ships are quite flimsy. But at the moment it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I'm not going to explain his dialogue or anything because, well, it's not important to the plot, it's just telling me what to do. So I'm going to skip through all this. I basically told you what these guys do earlier on, although they probably did it a lot better. I will not be shown up like that. What? I have to take the tactical officer? That's extremely odd. Okay, did they change the... Okay, well, I guess we're taking the tactical officer. Okay, well, this episode has gone a bit long. I'll see you guys next time when we finish the tutorial and get a bit further into the game. Well, we might not actually finish the tutorial, it's extremely long, but at least let you think that. So, next time we'll finish the tutorial. I'll see you there.